So I'm just getting back in the house, I'm off. I said I was going to involve myself in more stuff in the community and stuff like that. So they had put a fake ass flyer out saying that the Panthers was having a meeting in there, you know what I'm saying? A couple of people was like, all right, well, we're going to go. Next thing I know, my homegirl told me she reached out and they told her it was a fake ass flyer and all of that shit like that. So I had told myself I was going to, do stuff and go out. So I went on meetup.com, that's a little app where I've been using it for years. I know I've been using it for at least 5 or 6 years now. You can go on there and find interest people who think like you and want to form groups and participate in gardening or meditation or whatever it is that you choose to do, for you people that don't know the background of meetup.com. So I get on there, I find a group, some outstanding, supposed to be radiant ladies or whatever, single ladies, networking ladies, cool. I kept looking at the map like this place is like it's close to my house. So I get over there to this place I used to go to all the time at City Center before they built it up real good or whatever. And I'm like, I don't want to do this. I'm tired. I'm going home. Turn around, brought my ass back home. I'm saying all this to say, I think that the reason why I don't get out in this city as much is because instead of people trying to do more things that are just regularly them on a day-to-day basis, soon as they get the opportunity to want to find some sedity ass white place to go to, we go to. Now, I'm not knocking people because I do it all the time. Like when I was in Cleveland, I used to love Beachwood Mall. And then when I moved here, I love the Galleria. And I still stand by the Galleria. Don't you say nothing bad about it. I like it. You know, get you some cheap ass sushi and have a good time and sit down with your friends and talk about people and do whatever it is that you want to do in Houston, which most people do at restaurants. Sit up and talk about people. So I understand the need and to want to go out and socialize in a better atmosphere other than your neighborhood. But you have to understand that when you have to distance out of your neighborhood more than 15 or 20 miles to go somewhere, first of all, you might want to reconsider considering going somewhere else and living in a neighborhood that caters to you. And then second of all, why do we always have to run out and appeal to them? I don't understand. So I pulled the fuck off because I don't want to party with no bunch of white people. I don't want to sit around and everybody be snooty and try to figure out what's going on. I don't want to do that. So I turned around and brought my ass home. So I went out basically to wash clothes and come back because I can't. I want to sit around people who are my age, who want to just have a glass of wine. If that, chill out, relax, talk about current events, and not be so worried about what people think about them. So having said all of that, I might start my own group. Because sometimes you just cannot deal with these people when you go places. And 9 times out of 10, if they not your race, they don't want to deal with you anyways. So that's my take on tonight. I created Instagram yesterday. And see, this is the thing that gets on my nerves about people sometimes is that, people so busy flossing on that motherfucker. But nobody told me why people were flossing. I didn't want to get Instagram because I didn't want to take pictures all day long. And I take pictures all day long, and I was putting some on Facebook, and I've been putting pictures on Facebook for years. But my point is this. I just don't think that it should have ever been used improperly. And I've been hearing rumors about how people just floss and talk about their money and put cars and shit on there. Now, sometimes some people do own them cars. I'm not knocking you, get your hustle on. But my point is that nobody told me that it was a good networking tool. And nobody told me that if I was looking for something in the city, all I had to do was put in what I'm looking for and I could find it. It's a whole new world out there. People should have explained Instagram to me better. Maybe I didn't ask the proper people. But So I got Instagram, and I think it's nice that a lot of people or whatever are following me. I'm not putting up no whole bunch of pictures. That ain't what I get Instagram for. I got Instagram so I could learn. I'm trying to open up my mind, and I want it to be expounded so far out. There was no other way for me to reach out and find out what I've been searching for other than Instagram. I mean, so that's why I had to do it. So I broke down and did it. I put a picture up there or whatever, my profile picture, but I ain't posted no pictures yet. And I don't really plan on doing that until I get life on the proper track. So it's going to be the book for me to determine my own grind. I'm not about to look at other people's grinds and flosses and say, oh, blah, 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 blah. I have to focus on my lane. So until I develop my lane, which I am developing this lane, I'm developing the hell up out this lane. Once I finish developing that, then I can get into motion. But your mind is really like a choo-choo train. It has to function with all the other things in it. So it's a part of me eating better and meditating and not worrying and stressing out and being confused and a non-understanding of every situation in my life. I start my day off with what I think is proper. I wake up and I stretch. I tell myself I'm thankful that I'm up. And I start with water. I start with tea. And then I introduce my body to the things that it needs to be introduced to. And then I introduce life. Like, okay, now I got to do this, and that. If you don't start your day off, man, if you just wake up hustling and grinding all day and you don't take time for mental clarity and to understand what's going on, everything else is going to be a fucking blur throughout the whole day. You don't walk through the day like, I hope I got this done. Is this done? I don't know. I was supposed to call somebody. I had a piece of paper in my hand. I don't know where that is. I mean, you just going to be so in disarray. So I was listening today. Now I don't even think I follow Plies on Instagram, but I was listening to him today talk about on the Breakfast Club how it was how Instagram affected him. And Angela Yee asked him, did he know he was going to be that funny, or has he seen a change in his sales since he's been doing his skits and stuff or whatever he does on Instagram? And I know I've seen one, and I just like the way he explained everything. See, people think that these rappers are just out here just being ignorant. They have to appeal to the masses and they crowd. But for the most part, a lot of these guys are entrepreneurs and they very smart. And I love the way that he explained that. And I just thought that it was cool because, like I said, I never have been interested in Instagram at all. And then when Plies explained it the way he did this morning, I was like, oh, okay. Because I could relate to it. It was basically sounding like my same situation. I didn't want to get on Instagram either. And then now I know the power of it. I'm like, well, shit. Did nobody explain it like this? So that's cool. Peace and blessings, everybody. Y'all have a good evening. I'm probably about to take my tired ass to sleep.